Welcome back, everybody. My name is Tim. This is another Real Ideal Gear review, and today we're looking at the Wuben E7. This is a flashlight that I consider a multi-purpose flashlight because of all the different configurations that this flashlight can take on as far as usability, the way that it attaches to you, hand holding it, headlamp, pocket clip, ball cap, all kinds of different uses, magnetic base. Just a fantastic flashlight for all kinds of uses, great lumen output, easy user interface. So let's get into this flashlight and talk a little bit more about it. Let's talk about the lumens first. Max lumen output, the turbo mode is 1800 lumens. You get that for about a minute. And then at high, you get 400 lumens for about just over an hour and a third maybe. And then at the medium level, you get 150 lumens at 4.5 hours. And then you get 5 lumens for 60 hours. It's a dual emitter, as you can see here, so you're going to get quite a bit of light. That's why you get 1800 lumens out of this flashlight. And when you're running it at 400 or 150, you're not going to feel as much heat because you have two emitters taking on that responsibility for light output. So very, very good as far as overall heat dissipation. At turbo, though, it's 1800 lumens. You're just not going to get away from a hot lamp after that minute is up. It's going to be very warm to the touch. So just keep that in mind. Now, what's the battery inside here? You have the 18350, which is the half brother size of the 18650. All right, 1100 milliamp hours. Just a great overall size. Now, one of the things that you can get with this, and I went ahead and did this, is I got the battery extension tube. All right, we're going to turn this. Let's see, are we all? One of the things I'm not totally thrilled about is the timing. Actually, the timing on this one's pretty good. The timing on this is just weird. The facets on the battery cap, if you can see this, they line up a little differently, but you'll see here in a minute when I put on the headlamp strap that it'll be just fine. But you can get the extension tube so that you can run an 18650 battery in here, and you put the extension tube on here, and you can run this thing for a lot longer. And it doesn't increase the output as far as I know, but as far as run times go, you're just going to not quite double, but you're going to get very close to double the run time on this, with the exception of turbo, because that's just going to step you down as soon as it gets too hot. So now the headlamp strap, let's see, we go like this. There we go, got it in there. All right, so now this just turns, and it does a great. I mean, it's very solid. It doesn't move around at all. You've got the nice clicky feel on here, just so that you can get the angle that you're looking for. You can get it straight ahead. You can get it pointed almost straight down at your hands. And this is, again, a floodlight. You got two very shallow emitters on here, so you're going to get a lot of flood out of this flashlight. So this is a great setup for a headlamp and also for overall camping. As far as the 3 different levels, would this be, protection and security? No, this is going to be your campsite stuff. So this is safety and security, and then safety and convenience. When you don't understand what I'm talking about, go look at my campsite, my outdoor flashlight review. It's comprehensive. It's like an hour. Well, I think it's almost an hour and a half long. But check that video out. That's where those terms come from. But anyway, great flashlight. Now, one of the cool things about this, and I also got this as well, is I bought this induction sensor, and you plug this in using the USB-C plug. All right, and you'll see a blue light turn on here. And one of the cool things is hands-free. So I don't have to worry about pressing buttons and things like that on a headlamp. I just have to, there we go. And if I hold my hand over this, it goes through the different modes. High, medium, low. Okay. And if I do 2 quick passes, goes to turbo. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. I love it. Hands-free. So this to me is definitely worth the extra cost. Get the extension tube, get the induction sensor for the headlamp strap. It comes with the headlamp strap. You just buy the induction sensor and you buy the extension tube for extra long run times. And you have yourself just a whopper of a flashlight. When it comes down to the multi-purpose use, you've got something that you can use for a headlamp. You can hold the hand, put it in your hands and use it. You can also have this on your pocket. You can put this on a ball cap, magnetic tail cap on here, all kinds of different ways to arrange and orient this flashlight to be used. So overall, great. The waterproof rating on this is IP68, so it's going to do just fine. No worries about rain. Quick submersion in the water is not going to be a big deal on this. Just don't let it sit in there for too long. User interface is pretty good. You hold it and you run through the different runs, the different levels, the 3, high, medium, low. Double click for turbo. Yeah, I mean, it's just very straightforward. I think it's 3, 1, 2, 3, strobe, and then 4, I think, is lockout. There's your lockout. Yep, there it is. So if I try to use it, it's not going to do anything. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm back on. Okay, so just great user interface. I really enjoy this flashlight. This is going to be a flashlight that I'm going to have around for camping. You can also see over here, I've got a bunch of my flashlights that I have up ready for review here. And this is going to definitely be one that comes with, along with the Skill Hunt, the H200. I love this flashlight. I'm really into the right angle flashlights because there's just a lot of versatility that you can get out of a right angle flashlight with a magnetic base. If you get it with the magnetic base, there's so many things you can do with it. You know, stab a knife into a tree or something. You can put this on there. You can arrange this however you want. Okay, and you can do that with a lot of other magnetic-based flashlights as well. But there's just something about the right angle. You don't have to. There's just different orientations you can have. Plus, when you're carrying it in your hand, I can carry it in such a way. This is kind of small, and this is where I'd use the extension tube. The extension tube, let's just put that on real quick. The extension tube gives you a little bit more length so that when you're carrying it in your hand, it is not quite as awkward. And it has the O-ring on there as well. Put this in there. Okay. Wrong battery. Yeah, that's going to turn nothing on. All right, so there we go. Now I've got a little bit more to hold on to. I mean, this just fits the hand a little bit better. Now, I don't really like super long right angle flashlights, 90-degree flashlights, okay? I don't mind having 2 fingers on here and using it this way. Okay, I can go this way if I want. I can go, yeah, I can just, there's just all kinds of different configurations for this in my hand. So the extension tube, I think, is really, really important if you intend to handhold the flashlight for a lot of different reasons. Okay, you also get the longer run times. I mean, that's just a fact. You're just going to have the 18650 battery in there. Now, here's where I'm talking about the timing. When you put the extension tube on here, the timing is just off as far as the threads go. So you're going to get that weird, wonky, it just doesn't match up. Okay, so if I was to turn, if I go back and turn like this, about 1/8 of a turn, now I've got these guys lined up. And that looks much better. Okay, but I just don't like the fact that I have to go back that much of a turn. It's not even 1/8 of a turn, it's less than that. But that's how you can get this lined up so that everything works out just fine. So can you put this in the headlamp strap? Yes, you can. It's a little bit funky in there, but it does work. So you don't have to keep taking this extension tube on and off if you're going to have it with you camping and you're using the headlamp strap periodically. But this thing right here, this induction sensor, is awesome. That combined with your headlamp strap, that is worth the entire package. I just absolutely love this. If I had this when I was mountaineering, I was climbing the mountains I was climbing, way, way better. I have to take my gloves off. You just run your hand past the induction sensor and it'll change the flashlight for you. You want turbo, you just double pass it and it just boom, hits the turbo and you can light things up and then, you know, turn it off again. So it's just a great, great overall package. So highly, highly, highly recommend this flashlight setup. I also recommend getting the extension tube and the induction sensor. Get yourself an 18650 battery because you won't be disappointed on the run times on it. So put your comments down below what you think of this. If you have any Wuben flashlights out there, the E7, I've got another one coming up, which this one is fantastic. This is a little compact buddy. This is, I love this one. This one is like, it's that mini flashlight that you can't not bring with you. I just love it. So that's coming up pretty soon too. So I'm into the Wubens. I've got a few of the Wubens now, and I like the brand. I like the company. I like the workmanship on here. The milling, the CNC work on here is fantastic. The outputs are great. So put in the comments down below what you think of this. Let me know if you have any Wubens that are in your collection. And check out their website, realidealgear.com, for any flashlights that I've reviewed that I'm selling. Most of the time, they're partnered up with a Casio watch, so you get kind of a package deal because most of the time, both of them are cheap enough where it's like it's not even worth for me to mail them out one at a time. So I just put them together. You get 2 for 1, almost 2 for 1 as far as brand new costs go. So check that out, realidealgear.com. So there you go. My name is Tim. This has been another Real Ideal Gear review. We'll catch you guys next time.